to shining sea. Central Oregon honoring the men and women who became heroes in the horror of battle and the flag they fight for. Your news starts right now.
Now, from Central Oregon's news leader, this is News Channel 21 at 5.
Good evening, I'm Dan McCarthy. Thousands across Central Oregon poured into the streets on a rainy day to honor the men and women serving our country. Wanda Moore joins us now live from the Veterans Memorial on the banks of the Deschutes in Bend. Good afternoon, Wanda. What do you have for us?
Dan, well, first of all, happy Veterans Day, everyone. It was a wonderful parade out here in Bend. Wall Street and Newport Avenue were just jam-packed with people waving flags and holding signs. It's especially great to see all these kids out here thanking our veterans, and even the weather was on board.
Well, I think it's very touching.
Between flags, lots of waving, and signs.
I picked this one because I really liked what it said, and I thought the veterans would like it.
Bend honored their veterans in the parade down Newport Avenue and Wall Street.
Oh, it was an awesome parade.
It's incredibly inspirational.
Young and old came out, bundled up, and enjoyed float after float.
It's just really nice to see all the different service people honored and everybody to show up and come out and celebrate.
We have a tremendous population of veterans in our community, so I think it's great that we're out here.
For many Central Oregonians, it's a family matter.
My grandpa was in the Army in World War II.
I have veterans on both sides of my family, and I thank them every day. This is my chance to thank the veterans in my community.
What was the best part of the parade? Well, you get a different answer every time you ask.
My favorite thing was the Girl Scouts.
So far, my favorite thing was probably that. That looks really funny. It was really fun. Even though it just passed.
And he loves all the horses and all the floats, and it's nice to be out here and honor our veterans.
And what about those who we honor today?
I like it very much.
Oh, it just floors me. I am very impressed with the fact that there are so many people that really appreciate it. I never knew that.
A day of celebration for those who fought for our freedom.
We should honor their service every day, though, not just today.
And like I said, the weather was on our side in Bend here today. It started raining right as the parade ended. And I hear similar story in Redmond, where Kendra Kent was, and there the weather didn't damper festivities either.
It didn't. Wanda, you and I have both covered these events now for a couple years, and for me it's always an emotional experience, one that makes me really proud to be an American and also so thankful for our veterans. And this time around in Redmond, I really wanted to show the perspective of the heroes themselves. In the heart of Redmond,
Today is Veterans Day.
cheers, music, candy, celebrations no matter where you look, the sights and sounds of patriotism, the colors,
American flag.
and the pride to be an American.
2 grandpas and 2 of my uncles are veterans.
But maybe the best way to really see the parade is through the eyes of them.
I served from December 1938 to November 30th, 1945.
The men and women who hear your cheers and watch your smiles.
I think to see the support from the Redmond community is amazing.
Among the heroes you've saluted, there's a World War II veteran who nearly lost his life in the Battle of the Bulge.
We serve for freedom, and they have freedom because we did our duty.
There's the parents who mean the world to this girl.
I'm just going to tell them I love you, thank you for all your work that you did for our country.
And a veteran who watched with just one feeling.
It's emotional.
And important to these local Girl Scouts who just want to make sure
They know that we care about them.
A lot of times it brings tears to my eyes to see what they're doing for the veterans now.
quite the celebration, and so grateful for the cheers, music, and candy in the heart of Redmond. Proud to serve you.
This is the greatest country in the world.
Honored to be an American.
That flag means so much to me.
And it was an honor to cover Redmond's parade. And again, we want to thank all of our veterans for their service and our freedom. Dan, back to you.
Wanda and Kendra, thank you. We'll have more on how our state and country are celebrating our veterans in just a bit. For now, light showers and snow moved across the high desert on this Veterans Day, and the temperatures staying cold tonight. Let's check in with meteorologist Russell Bird to see if our gloomy weather's coming to an end. Russ?
Dan, the answer to that question is yes, it is coming to an end. And right now, what is coming to an end is the moisture. You can see on this map the blues and pinks, light snow showers, the green, light rain showers. And as you can see, they really are diminishing. The Cascades really blocking most of that moisture and preventing it from getting here in Central Oregon. So we're going to remain dry for the rest of the evening, but our temperatures are going to drop. See, right now we're in the 40s and even the 30s, so it's no surprise that what we're looking at moving forward is that we're going to have another cold night ahead of us. In addition to that, a very pleasant day tomorrow, but I am tracking some rain that could get here by the weekend, so I'll have more on that coming up in a little bit. Dan, back to you.
Crime Stoppers is brought to you by East Cascade Security and Technology.
Tonight's Crime Stoppers report is hitting first responders in Sisters. Between Monday night and Tuesday night, burglars broke into the Sisters Camp Sherman fire station at Squaw Creek Canyon Estates. That's northeast of Sisters. Deschutes County Sheriff's deputies say that they stole about $17,000 worth of life-saving gear. That includes chainsaws and automated defibrillators, also GPS units and a thermal imaging camera. If you have any information on this, call the Crime Stoppers tip line at 1-877-876-TIPS. You can remain anonymous and you could be eligible for a cash reward. A unique new forest will be sprouting on Bend's South End by late next summer. Art in Public Places announced today the selection of a unique artwork called Gilded River. 3 Boise artists will create 10 stylized aspen trees to install in the new roundabout at 3rd Street and Murphy Road. More than 1,300 people competed to be selected for that roundabout art display. Businesses are saying thank you on Veterans Day as well. Here are just some of the deals for vets and active duty service members. Great Clips is giving its customers a free haircut card to give to veterans. IHOP, as you can see, offering free red, white, and blue pancakes from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Pine Tavern and Olive Garden are each offering a free meal, and at Starbucks, vets and active duty service members and their spouses can get a free tall brewed coffee today. Be sure to have your military ID or proof of service. Portland held its large parade in the downtown area. The crowd saluting and clapping for their heroes as men and women who had served in the armed forces were clad in their military gear. The iconic parade first began 41 years ago. It was actually started by a veteran who owns a funeral home in northeast Portland. Now to a parade with a brand new history. La Pine held its first annual Veterans Day parade. The parade started at 11 with a ceremony at La Pine High School. For the first time, at least in parade fashion, men and women who had served in the armed forces were honored by the La Pine community.
It's the first parade, first Veterans Parade for La Pine, so we were very excited about it. The Band of Brothers here and the American Legion Women's Auxiliary made it happen, so thank you to them, and thank you to all of our veterans that were actually there.
Along with the parade, La Pine hosted a chili feed as well as an open house for those who served. And while it warmed their bellies on a colder day, for World War II veteran Vance Stunk, it warmed his heart to stand for his fallen brothers.
And I'm the only one left standing, so this is a great honor to be able to represent them. They were all members of World War II, and we all come home.
Vance was part of a troop of 8 who have all since passed away. Today, he and all veterans looked back fondly at their memories and told us that they're proud to have been able to serve their country. And as we should every day, we thank them for that. Coming up, the debate is over, but the discussion rages on. What Republican candidates thought about their performance up next. And we continue our Veterans Day coverage in Flag City, USA. Stay with us.
On the hunt, the undercover policing of illegal hunting. It's a troubling trend, but police are catching the serious wildlife violators.
The person that is really stealing the wildlife from the citizens of Oregon.
Some of your friends or neighbors might be criminals. Thursday on News Channel 21 at 6, we put the spotlight on poaching. What happens when the criminals are caught in the headlights?
No need to lose sleep when you can shop FedMart's Black Friday preview sale. $68 doorbusters and memory foam starting at just $117. The largest selection of power bases has been drastically reduced for a limited time, plus store-wide savings on all brands and sizes. Be BedSmart. Shop FedMart.
Gobble, 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 gobble. You know what? I'm going to Team Kia and Hyundai of Bend, where I can get some straight talk.
If you've got a job bringing home $350 a week, we want to help approve you at Team Kia and Hyundai of Bend. 2016 Hyundai Elantra lease, just $79 per month. 2015 Kia Optima lease, $99 per month. And Team Kia of Bend wants your old trade, so you can drive a new Kia or Hyundai today. Team Kia and Hyundai of Bend.
It's the heroes we adore, the occasions we share, the inspiration we crave, the relaxation we need, the imagination we ignite, and the togetherness we feel. Gather around Bend Broadband.
Save the date for the Holiday Food and Gift Festival at the Deschutes County Fair and Expo Center, November 20th through the 22nd. With hundreds of vendors, you can do all of your holiday shopping in one place and meet Santa. The Holiday Food and Gift Festival, November 20th through the 22nd.
The Local Alert Weather Forecast is brought to you by Central Oregon Heating and Cooling. Now, Central Oregon's Local Alert Weather with meteorologist Russell Bird.
Hello everybody and good evening. Looks like we had a gloomy day today. Looking at a time lapse, we can see some passing clouds and light moisture that we saw across the region. I'm actually here to tell you that that is going to come to an end. Even though we're still keeping the cool temperatures, the moisture is going to be gone for the next couple of days. See, current temperatures at 39. We do see a touch of wind, but for the most part it's calm outside. And our current temperatures across all of Central Oregon really are holding steady in those lower 40s. But taking a broader picture, we can see across the state that it's actually more of the same across most of the state. In fact, Burns is right at 39. It's really Baker City and another example over here on the coast of Newport that are the two outliers that are quite different than us. But other than that, we're all pretty equally cool. Now, as we move through tonight, what we're going to be looking at is a little bit of a decrease in clouds. Now, by 7, we'll still have some, but it's actually once we get to around 9 o'clock that, okay, well, some clouds still, but then once we get to 11, more partly cloudy skies. And that's going to be key in allowing for us to eventually get down to 29 even as early as 11 o'clock at night. So actually you can imagine it's going to be a chilly night, and we'll see that for ourselves right here in this graphic. I mean, check out from Crescent all the way up to Sun River and even Sisters in those teens for tonight. Then tomorrow's high temperatures really going back up to those 40s that we've been sticking at all week. And once again, alfalfa is just so scared it has to dig into the ground. It can't handle that 45 degrees for tomorrow. And then we can see Warm Springs and Maupin will still be in those 50s. Our stubborn Maupin and Warm Springs always like to be in the 50s this week, don't they? Now, we'll join them, especially by the time we get to Friday. I'm going to go ahead and vote that as the best day of the week with mid-50 temperatures and just enough sunshine to go out and have a good time this weekend. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the season of savings at the Hertz Car Sales Superstore.
It's the season and the savings are all yours. Family cars, hybrids, SUVs, and trucks.
Don't miss the season of savings at the Hertz Car Sales Superstore, now through November 30th. Just one more reason at Hertz Car Sales. We are the better way to buy a car.
Hertz Car Sales Superstores. In Albany next to Costco on Airport Road and in Eugene on West 11th just off the Beltline. And always online at hertznw.com.
The most amazing thing happened. I could hear the sound of crickets.
Pacific Northwest Audiology has hearing aid solutions for every lifestyle and budget. We are the hearing experts. We have more than 100 verified 5-star reviews.
This is by far the best audiology clinic I've ever been to. MW, Bend, Oregon.
Pacific Northwest Audiology and its staff cannot be matched. GF, Bend, Oregon.
Visit our website for more information, see our customer reviews, and book your appointment online for special discounts.
There's only one shopping destination that's been the locals' choice since 1972. Wagner Mall, the little mall in the heart of it all. Bend's only indoor mall with something for everyone. All roads lead to Wagner Mall on the corner of 3rd and Revere in Bend.
The 21 and You calendar is part of News Channel 21's commitment to our community. Brought to you by Central Oregon Audiology.
The Fences for Fido Bingo fundraiser will be at McMinimans Old St. Francis School Sunday, November 15th, 4 to 6 p.m. The Bend Ski Club's first meeting for the 2015-16 season will be held at Pappy's Pizzeria Wednesday, November 18th at 6 p.m. Enjoy a special guest speaker from Mount Bachelor.
Federal investigators in Ohio are working to recover wreckage from yesterday's small plane crash that slammed into an apartment building. All 9 people on board died in the crash. The 10-seat plane clipped power lines and destroyed half of the building before it came to a rest on an embankment. Another debate among Republican presidential candidates is in the books, and participants, well, they're feeling better about this one than they did the last. Steve Handelsman has more.
Then Carson today went to friendly territory, fundamentalist Christian Liberty University.
So many in the media, want to bring me down because I represent something that they can't stand.
But in the debate on Fox Business Network, Carson was not pressed on the accuracy of his life story. Asked for specific economic plans, the seasoned candidates were ready.
Bold and simple flat tax.
Carson was not exact, focusing instead, he told me, on concepts like fairness. And the specifics, you have a grasp of that.
I have a grasp of that. That will be coming out within the next month.
Another political outsider was not specific.
I've come up with a tax plan that many, many people like very much.
His deportation plan, too, Donald Trump bragged today.
The biggest applause last night by far was when I said, we will build a wall.
Jeb Bush, endorsed on this Veterans Day by Bob Dole, ridiculed Trump's plan.
They're doing high fives in the Clinton campaign right now when they hear this.
Marco Rubio jumped in today.
I don't believe you can round up and deport 500,000 people a month.
Rubio had shown debate skills when Rand Paul and Trump called for less U.S. intervention against ISIS.
I believe the world is a stronger and a better place when the United States is the strongest military power in the world.
Question now is which GOP candidates are getting stronger? I'm Steve Handelsman, NBC News, Washington.
Every Veterans Day, Redmond lives up to the title of Flag City, USA. Hundreds of flags flew in the city of Redmond today, all thanks to a dedicated group of volunteers. The Downtown Redmond Flag Committee transforms the streets into a patriotic display on holidays and special occasions like this one. The Redmond Moose Lodge and the local Boy Scouts carried the flags of our fathers. And event organizer Randy Povey says that the tradition has humble beginnings.
It started out as needing the flags as a tribute for the parade. Redmond is kind of a civic downtown USA town of 6 miles of wall-to-wall flags, and that is impressive. And there's people that get a hold of us year-round and wonder how we pull this off, and it's just people doing the next right thing.
So how do they pull it off? Well, volunteers put up more than 1,400 flags for Veterans Day. Some of the donated flags flew over the Capitol in Washington, D.C. Others used in funerals for the veterans who aren't with us today. Each flag has donors' names embroidered into the seams. We're headed to Prineville next with a look at their patriotic parade this morning. And 2 companies, one with ties to 10 Barrel, joined forces and are now creating a third of the world's beer. Details coming up.
Tonight, extreme El Nino, massive rain, icy storms, mudslides, and tornadoes. Why record-breaking weather could explode across the country this winter. Our special series continues tonight on NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
Subaru of Bend is the West Coast's oldest Subaru dealership. We don't want to sell you one car. We want to sell you 10 cars over 25 years. Enjoy the sales experience and incredible selection from our 4-generation family-run dealership. Drive home the all-new Legacy and Impreza for only 1.49% up to 48 months. Subaru of Bend, proud to be the West Coast's oldest Subaru dealership, making families happy for over 78 years.
At Hippo Financial, people are always asking us, so what's with the Hippo? Well, we like to think big. No, even bigger. Big, as in saving our clients over $25 million in interest in 2014 alone. Now that's huge. Whether you're buying it, building it, or refinancing it, Hippo Financial takes the mystery out of home loans and finds you the best product at the best rate. Hippo Financial of Bend. Big service, huge selection, enormous experience. Call to speak with a local loan expert today.
Let me guess. He can't leave because he's just about to win?
I bet he told Karen he's with us.
He asked to borrow money.
You call him out?
In a sense.
Why doesn't he just stop?
He needs help. I know I did.
For help with a gambling problem, call 877-MY-LIMIT. Treatment is free, confidential, and it works.
It's Super Plumber to the rescue. The Super Service Plumbers from Sunset Plumbing.
In Prineville, the Veterans Club was packed just outside at around 11 this morning. The Milltown showing support for their heroes with another parade. Military men and women carried their colors and they wore their uniforms proudly. A former member of the Air Force Reserves, Darlene Henderson, says while the celebration is appreciated, assistance for veterans is a daily battle.
And so I think, as the message said today, is sometimes we need to think beyond just Veterans Day, and let's look at what else our communities could do to support our veterans, especially those that are homeless.
The parade ended with a ceremony honoring veterans at the Ochoco Creek Veterans Memorial. A man accused of making racist threats online against the University of Missouri's Columbia campus is now in police custody. Authorities say 19-year-old Hunter Park used an anonymous social media site to threaten to shoot every black person he sees. He's now being held on $4,500 bail for making a terrorist threat. This coming as increasing racial tension starts to build at that school. The president of the International Olympic Committee said today he won't speculate on whether or not Russia will be barred from the upcoming Rio Olympic Games. A report by the World Anti-Doping Agency accused Russia of systematic doping of its track and field athletes. Thomas Bach told a New Zealand TV station that the IOC would do all it can to have a clean Games at Rio.
I've made it clear that we will, once we get the relevant information from IAAF, withdraw and reallocate medals with regard to Russian athletes which may have been doped.
The International Association of Athletics Federation gave Russia until the end of the week to respond to those allegations. Coming up tonight on NBC Nightly News, continued backlash at the University of Missouri. Why some students say they're living in fear.
And a trail of video tracks the encounter between police and an agitated man who dies after being tased at least 20 times. The exclusive video tonight on Nightly News.
I was a little boy who loved mud puddles. I'd run and slide through them, ride my bike through them. Now, I drive through them, thanks to my Selco Auto Loan. Live a good life.
As a Ford employee, I get to give my friends a special deal.
It's friends and neighbors pricing.
You don't have to negotiate. It's hassle-free. It's an inside deal.
Now for everyone.
With Ford Friends and Neighbors pricing, get a Fusion for up to $7,198 below MSRP.
Even the pets know where to go. East Bend Animal Hospital. We see all things furry, feathered, and scaly. From routine veterinary services to alternative medicine. Caring for your pet like family. East Bend Animal Hospital on Windy Knolls Drive in Bend.
Come see my mama!
Tricia League-Gel has changed my life with these hearing aids. I really enjoy going out to dinner with my husband again. I can hear our conversations beautifully. I enjoy going for our walks. I can hear nature. It's been wonderful having the hearing aids.
Here for the holidays. Join us at our open house November 9th through the 13th. Receive a free hearing evaluation and buy one, get one 50% off.
Do yourself a favor and contact Tricia Liegeld.
As a Ford employee, I get to give my friends a special deal.
It's friends and neighbors pricing.
You don't have to negotiate, it's hassle-free.
It's an inside deal.
Now for everyone.
With Ford Friends and Neighbors pricing, get an Escape for up to $3,853 below MSRP.
The world's two biggest beer makers announce a merger. Anheuser-Busch InBev announced on Wednesday a final agreement to buy SABMiller for $107 billion. The new company will make almost a third of the world's beer. SABMiller agreed to sell its 58% stake in a venture with fellow brewer Molson Coors for $12 billion. The combined company does not have a name yet. Now remember, Anheuser-Busch bought out local brewery 10 Barrel last year. As the day of parades and speeches continue around our nation, for some, Veterans Day is one of reflection. Parades were present from Alabama to California, and flags flew from Denver to the White House. President Obama laid a wreath at Arlington National Cemetery to honor those who lost their lives. And for vets looking to make their lives better, President Obama called for improved health care, education, and job opportunities.
Our veterans will tell you themselves, they may have put away their uniforms, but they're not finished serving their country. Thank you.
Veterans Day was originally known as Armistice Day, that honors the end of World War I. It was officially changed by Congress and President Eisenhower in 1954 to honor all veterans of all wars. In Madras today, many were dressed in red, white, and blue. Madras high schoolers, vets, and marching bands honored vets past and present with a parade. Here's yet another example of how Central Oregon expressed gratitude to the men and women who serve our country.
The biggest thing you can say to a veteran is just thank you. Thank you for all their service, because they've given the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom and for our country.
Madras's American Legion Auxiliary members helped raise money for disabled vets. They sold paper poppies that were handmade by rehabilitating veterans. The poppy was the official memorial flower of World War I. It symbolizes the sacrifice of servicemen and women. When we come back, Russ is back with a final update on the forecast and the sights and sounds of Veterans Day through your eyes. Stay with us.
The Beaver Showroom is now home to a beautiful television celebrity. It's the show-stopping Cornerstone by Integra Coach. It's been featured on the Travel Channel's Extreme RVs because it's extremely awesome. It's the quietest riding, best handling coach on the market today, period. Living in a Cornerstone is living in luxury. Everything you see here and most of what you don't puts the Cornerstone in a class by itself. Come see for yourself. Visit the Beaver RV Supercenter, Boyd Acres Road, Bend.
Gobble, 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 gobble. You know what? I'm going to Team Kia and Hyundai of Bend, where I can get some straight talk.
If you've got a job bringing home $350 a week, we want to help approve you at Team Kia and Hyundai of Bend. 2016 Hyundai Elantra lease, just $79 per month. 2015 Kia Optima lease, $99 per month. And Team Kia of Bend wants your old trade, so you can drive a new Kia or Hyundai today. Team Kia and Hyundai of Bend.
If the most challenging part of your day is the staying awake part, Sleep Train has your ticket to a better night's sleep. Because when brands compete, you save during Mattress Price Wars. And through Veterans Day weekend, save up to $400 on Beautyrest and Posturepedic. Get interest-free financing until 2019 on Tempur-Pedic. Plus, helpful advice from the sleep experts. But Mattress Price Wars in this special financing offer ends Sunday.
Sleep Train, your ticket to a better night's sleep.
I receive free pet food once a month so that we can stay together.
They help me get Brody neutered at an affordable price.
They trapped, spayed, and vaccinated all of the neighborhood cats for free.
I don't know what we would have done without them.
Ben's Spay and Neuter Project, keeping people and pets together by providing affordable spay and neuters, basic wellness services, the Hope Pet Food Bank, and help with feral and stray cats. To donate, volunteer, and learn more, go to bensnip.org.
Well, as we look towards the end of our week, we are going to see warmer trends by the time we get to Friday and Saturday. Real pleasant days on Thursday, Friday, but then a chance of showers. And then next week, we're back in those 40s again.
All right, and a dreary day today, but we were really glad to see so many people come out for
Yes.
Veterans Day. Before we say goodnight, we've asked our viewers to send in some photos of loved ones who served our country. Thanks to each and every one of you for your service. Have a good night.